Monster machine with steel claws and iron jaws, neon red eyes and crimson into deadly force. Terox the blue guardian stomps and roars, with steel might robot world is his iron course. Wow! Terox the dinosaur robo strikes as the red mutants attack in neon fury, cladded armor thick and razor sharp spikes. The mighty judge and execute no jury. Red mutant robo-structs rise up to fight. Ray dark soars high while Gojulas fires hot. Rocks, chomps, and creep attack all blues in sight. While Spartak is staying let loose, they'll laser shot. Red mutant robo-structs rise up to fight. Ray dark soars high while Gojulas fires hot. Sparks, chomps, and creep attack all blues in sight. While Spartak is staying let loose, the laser shot. Terox meets the blue guardians with pride. Terox and Plutarch's by his side. Battle brave, that long reptex runner won't let rest high. Stood rock slick, though in sun unlock mutant brave. Wow! With blue steel armor and a visor red, Terox roars and charges armor without fear. Silver claws and beam guns, he brings the dread. The monster machine robo-structs his choice here. Rule of robot world, the ultimate prize. Blue guardians against red mutants all. Terox will fight and silence the mutant cries. Radars and Gojulas mouth their robo-structs call. Terox leads the blue guardians with pride. Terox and Plutarch's by his side. Battle brave, that long reptex runner won't let rest high. Stood rock slick, though in sun unlock mutant brave. Wow! When it's Zoidstar sky, silver steel Zoid roars. On the HUD for the power in his core. Mighty Zoidzilla's gnashing iron jaws. The monarch of machines is going full bore. Red Bull, the terrible makes blue Zoids forlorn, and mutants crawl from the Zoidstar darkness. Bloodlust in his eyes with his iron horn. Godzilla fights with his steel fists. Electric drum of the Zoid combat cries. Mighty Zoidzilla towers with his steel size. Zoids clashing under alien skies. Terror in the red mutant Zoids neon. Mammoth the destroyer turns to the red. A core the Lord protector for battle bred. Croc the prince of darkness soars through the skies. Great Gorgon marches till the red army dies. Zoidzilla will crush red horns evil shell. Laser beams blast through the Zoidstar war hell. As bloody ice eyes our power swell. Red mutants quake to great Zoidzilla's yell. Jaws. Neon red eyes and crimson engine, deadly force. Terox the blue guardian stomps and roars. With steel light robot world, here's his iron course. Terox the dinosaur rover slug strikes. As the red mutants attacking neon fury. Sharp spikes. The mighty judge and execute no jury. When mutant rolls trucks rise up to fight. Radar soars high while Gojulas fires hot. Rocks, troops and creep attack all blues in sight. While Spartak and Stainland loose their laser shots. Red mutant rolls trucks rise up to fight. Radar soars high while Gojulas fires hot. Jumps and creep, attack all blues in sight. While Spartak and Stainland lose their laser shots. Terox leads the blue guardians with pride. Terox and blue trucks by his side, battle brave. That long red takes runner, won't let red hide. Stone was Splitter and Stone run mark. Mutant grave. With blue steel armor and a visor red. Terox roars and charges on without fear. Silver claws and beam guns, he brings the dread. The monster machine robo struts his jaws sheer. Ruler from our world, the ultimate prize. Blue guardians against red mutants all. Terox will fight and silence the mutant cries. Radar and Gojulas mount their robo struts call. Terox leads the blue guardians with pride. Terox and blue trucks by his side, battle brave. That long red takes runner, won't let red hide. Stone was Splitter and Stone run mark. Mutant grave. Planet Zoidstar skies filled with steel Zoid roars. On the hunt, Zoidstar power in his core. Mighty Zoidzilla smashing iron jaws. The monarch of machines is going forward. Red on the terrible makes blue Zoids forlorn. Red mutants call from the Zoidstar dawn mists. Blood lost in his eyes with his iron horn. Mighty Zoidzilla fights with his steel fist. Electric throne of the Zoid combat cries. Mighty Zoidzilla's towers with his steel size. So it's crashing under alien skies. Terror in the red mutant Zoids, neon eyes. Zoidzilla will crush metal evil shell. Laser beams blast through the center of hell. As blue guardians have the power swell. Red mutants quake the great Zoidzilla's yell. And the battle cry shall pierce the cold to slight. Red One the terrible rivals his might. Zoidstar will crush Red One's evil shell. Laser beams blast through the Zoidstar war hell. As blue guardians rise up power swell. Red mutants quake to break Zoidzilla's yell. Mammoth the destroyer turns to the red. Gore the Lord protector for battle bred. Cross the Prince of Darkness soars through the skies. Great Gorgon marches till the red army dies. Zoidzilla will crush Red One's evil shell. Laser beams blast through the Zoidstar war hell. As blue guardians rise up power swell. Red mutants quake to break Zoidzilla's yell.
Once was a time full of wonder, before war began to rise.